All right, town manager report.
Okay, so a lot to go through. In talking to council, I said, if I don't have an actual update about the Flat Hill Road Bridge at the next select board meeting, I'm going to be in trouble. So we don't have an agreement reduced to writing, but council is working on right now. We have an agreement in substance. So Kennefec has performed some prep work already, and they are requesting payment for that work. Which we have agreed that we will pay for that work. Within 1 week of payment, we are requesting through this agreement that they will install an 8-foot by 20-foot plate over the existing pipe culvert at their cost and reopen the road at no additional cost to the town. Work will resume in the fall with a December 31st, this says 2026, it should say 2025 date for substantial completion. And why not final completion? Well, the end of this project is going to likely be when the temperature drops and the asphalt plants are no longer operating. So due to the hot asphalt plant availability, the town will agree to a final completion date of May 29th, 2026. I know that this has caused substantial concern for those who have to travel in that area every day. And we have worked our best to get this contract back under control, and I think we're there now. Page Street is closed from Flat Hill Road to Shirley Town Line from today, July 15th to August 5th. The road is open to local residents and deliveries only, as the town of Shirley is replacing a culvert on Whitney Road. I did have something in here about the Special Merit Awards, and just in the case that there's folks who tuned in at the end of the meeting, I'm just going to announce it again. The Special Merit Award nominations are now open. Applications are available on July 24th. This is for employees who belong to the Salary Administrative Plan, and award nominations are being accepted for communications as a category, efficiency, and pinnacle of excellence. I've already received quite a few nominations, but keep them coming. We had a summer ice cream social last week, during which employees were provided opportunities to comment on topics such as future employee events, onboarding and orientation, the SAP, and the sick leave bank. And I wanted to thank Cherry Hill for contributing several additional pints of cookie dough ice cream to that event. Okay, at a previous select board meeting, there were some questions about the sewer billing and delinquency rates. So in response to that inquiry, I asked the sewer business manager to provide some details on the FY25 delinquency rates. You'll see that embedded in the town manager report, but there's a total of $107,653.99 owed from FY25, and the chart breaks that down by quarter. So you'll see the first quarter has the lowest amount, lowest percent delinquency. Those are the oldest bills. That's what you'd expect. So the first quarter is, monetarily wise, is 4.8.1% delinquent, versus at $14,000 and change owed, versus fourth quarter, which just concluded with $39,420 at a 15.97% owed. So I had heard talk of some big 29% delinquency rate. That's not evidenced by these numbers. And then there's just some data there as well for the board about the majority of customers owing more than 1 quarter. So 115 customers owe more than 1 quarter, and 53 customers owe all 4 quarters. Last week, the facilities director and I joined the Green Communities meeting. Dave Blatt invited us, so thank you, Dave, if you're still listening. He had recently attended the Mass Save Summit and was reporting on a variety of funding opportunities. Based on his presentation, we are meeting with our regional coordinator for Green Communities and National Grid to discuss 2 of the funding opportunities that were presented. The first is the Portfolio Prioritization Plan, which is a high-level energy use analysis of all buildings within the town and results in, and schools, and results in a list of buildings being prioritized for electrification, complete with next steps. So we're gonna perhaps pursue that funding. And as well, there's the comprehensive building assessment, where we would attain obtain detailed evaluation of one building's energy performance, as well as the systems with recommendations for upgrades. Member Emke, I want to thank for the next item with the recent tragedy in Texas. She encouraged me to put back out to residents about our Code Red system. So residents are encouraged to sign up for Lunenburg's Code Red notification system. This system allows residents to be notified in the event of emergency situations or critical community alerts such as evacuation notices, bioterrorism alerts, boil water notices, and missing child reports. We have recently re-advertised Code Red on our town news section of our website and as well as social media for those folks that are listening and are interested in learning more or looking where to sign up. It's great. We don't use it as a community. Some communities use it for announcements about everything. We really don't. We use it for emergencies, so you won't get spammed. And you can always unenroll. Grant writer program. As a reminder, $50,000 was included in the FY26 budget for the grant writer program. I am finalizing the application package to send out and hope to send it out to departments, boards, committees, and commissions by the end of the week. I know I've had a few folks asking about how they can access those funds. And so that set of documents are going to outline all of what the funding is for. At a prior meeting, I had reported damage to the fence and play structure at Wallace Park. I had reported that the estimate was $18,000, and that current estimate based on getting actual quotes for the replacement is now $30,900.34, and we have forwarded that on to our insurance company. I also reported at the last meeting that the Mart Connect program had been canceled, and as it had not been carried forward through the FY26 budget, Mart has informed the town that they're continuing coverage through July, so they did pick up an extra month at their cost. So thank you, Mart. Project updates. The Ritter Roof project is nearly complete. The facilities director is viewing the project with a drone to establish the final punch list. The access control project at Town Hall remains in a holding pattern due to component availability. Parts are starting to be delivered now, but it will take several weeks before all the electrical components are in hand. And yesterday, the town opened bids for cleaning of municipal buildings. As you recall, we had to terminate our previous contract and rebid it, and the award will be made and contract executed in the next several weeks. In the meantime, we do have a temporary cleaning company servicing the buildings. For staff vacancies, we have a 9-hour-week dietary aid position. We have a 36-hour-per-week meal site worker position, which will be posted this week, both internal and external. We have a payroll and benefits coordinator position, which has not been advertised yet, at 32 hours per week. This is to replace a planned retirement that's going to occur in October. The executive assistant to the town manager and select board is posted at 36 hours per week, equipment operator 40 hours per week, and I am still waiting on labor council for the land use director position. And for the conservation administrator position, I had reported that the interim conservation agent, Herlin Jamie, has agreed to continue on with us as we explore next steps. And last week, the chair of the Conservation Commission met with myself and the HR director to discuss potential revisions to the job description before we take any next steps. Let's see, I don't necessarily have all these still board and committee vacancies anymore. So Agricultural Commission no longer has a vacancy. Thank you, Ms. Muzzy. Architectural Preservation District Commission has 1. Cultural Council has 2. Green Communities has 2 associates. Historical Commission has 1. Personnel Board has 5. PAC has 1. Stormwater Task Force no longer has 1. Thank you, Mr. Muzzy. And the Zoning Board of Appeals has 1 vacancy for an associate member.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions for the town manager?
I have 2 around sewer.
2 around sewer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have the bills gone out?
So the bills are, the first quarter bills are scheduled to go out the first week in August.
Will that be the first run through the?
So he has done some things through the system. This will be the first bill run through the system.
Okay, all right. Let's hope it goes.
No,
That's been a problem in the past.
he's saying he's not concerned, but we'll see.
I hope that fixed it. The other thing, and you may not know this, I'm just curious, so it's not that important, but of the delinquent bills, do you know residents versus business?
Ooh.
I think we've had an issue in the past with some businesses.
Looking at the detailed list that I have, there are some businesses, but the vast majority are residents.